Okay, so last season was a success, so let's gather a good plan for the upcoming season.
Yes, season 35 will be the most epic season yet.
I'm always indecisive about the location of the survivors. Can you think of one particular place that would provide the most interesting show?
I think the goal should be for the survivors to be challenged even more than previous years and really have them demonstrate who the strongest person will be.
I agree. Their limits should be tested in a way they have never before. The more irritable the contestants become, the more drama the show will have, which means more viewers.
Yeah, I agree. So what kind of place do you think we should put them in then?
How about a place that's relatively dry and warm?
Oh, well, this area only has an average rainfall of 37 inches per year, and temperatures can reach around 78 degrees during the months of December through March, but throughout the summer months of May through August, the temperature gets a little cooler at 50 degrees. Either way, it's never extremely cold. Take a look at this climate graph to give you a better visual.
Oh, I like that one. How's the wildlife there? Like, what kind of animals would the contestants run
Prairie
into?
dogs, chinchillas, cobras, oryx, and bison. There are many trophic levels present too if you take a look at this food web.
Okay, so there are some options for food. That's good to know, as long as the survivors can hunt well. Are there any potential predators that there serve as a danger to the contestants that we should maybe, warn them about?
Well, jaguars tend to appear in this area a lot, which seems pretty dangerous to me. I mean, if they can outrun a jaguar, then they should be fine, I guess. Also, there are an abundance of wolves and coyotes, so I hope these contestants know how to fight them off, if needed, but I have hope they'll be skilled. Also, there used to be a lot of bison, but humans have killed all of them off in the past years, so there aren't much of a threat anymore.
Aren't you glad we produced this show and not participate in it?
Yeah, I really don't think we're survivor material.
Anyway, isn't this area mostly flat, grassy fields? They can probably expect to have a lot of plant life available to them.
Oh, for sure. They have the luxury of choosing between many kinds of autotrophs, such as wild oats, purple needlegrass, eucalyptus, and foxtail.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I think they might face other problems. There are hardly any trees, and since grass doesn't need as much water to grow as trees do, there tends to be seasonal drought and windy conditions, which are ideal for grass and flowers, but only a small percentage is forested. So that means it might be very challenging for the contestants to find shelter and hide from any predators.
So is there no possible way for them to obtain shelter?
Well, they can try and hide in the tufts of grass or in the burrows like many animals do, but I'm not sure how well that'd work. But this does add drama of the show, which I think the viewers will appreciate.
That'd be interesting to watch, but also, how are they going to get water?
Well, you might think due to dryness of the climate that it's most impossible to find water. But luckily, the contestants were able to extract water from dew on the leaves, especially during the night, when the foliage has most moisture. That's definitely an option, as well as an occasional small bodies of water like fisheries. Having easy access to water wouldn't be nearly as much of a challenge, and I think our contestants definitely have to be challenged and pushed to the limits.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I forgot to mention this climate occasionally has outbreaks of fires, but they are rarely detrimental. Actually, they help maintain the biome because nutrients that usually take years to decay are turned into ash in form plants can use, which promotes the growth of life in plants.
Oh, I also know that there's recently been environmental concerns for this biome due to the increase in agriculture. There's been a shift in the climate becoming farmlands, and with this continual farming, the amount of natural grass and plants has been lost and taken over by corn, wheat, and other crops. It's also turned into a grazing land for cattle. However, I don't think this will stop the land from being an ideal place for the contestants.
I agree, because another super cool thing about this climate is its fertility of the soil is super rich, and almost anything can be grown there. So lots of vegetation is available for their survivors to find.
So since the survivors can only bring 3 pieces of gear with them on their journey, what would you bring if you had to survive here?
Well, first of all, I would definitely bring a bottle of water, so I can have a place to put the water I find into. Then I would also bring some kind of knife to kill animals for my food. Finally, I would take me a match to start a fire since there aren't many trees and logs around.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think all of those are really necessary to survive.
Well, I can't think of a better area to host this season of Survivor. It will definitely be one of the most intense seasons yet, and it draws in many viewers.
Now let's gather up the bravest contestants and start the interviews. I hope they're ready for a challenge. Season 35, here we come.